Slide, slide, slide around the bend into the open pan, up the elevator, and down the last pan with those boosters to get you through the uh-oh. All the players looking down the center of the bottom of the vortex over. It looks like it's going to be Ryan leading the way in first place. Skyman Labs coming around in second place. All the players trying to get through in third as they go ahead of that peloton and get themselves down into the line. Are you sure? Do they not have elevators in the first one? I guess they don't. That is interesting. That is interesting. Looks like it's going to be Sting Floyd lead the way in first place. Skyman Labs coming around in second. Hirozako trying to get through in third. That's New Jersey coming around fourth. All the players coming up at the same time, and it's going to be a close match. Sting Floyd gets a bad bounce coming off the other two players, and it's going to be Corita and Skyman Labs at the top elevators, making it out into the boosters. And it is going to be Corita coming up into the booster on the right-hand side. These are slow boosters, not even adjusted from 50%, so all the players are way down, which means this booster over here is probably not any stronger than 50%. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Oh. Oh. I just don't. Oh, that's what I'm thinking. It was a misplaced piece, but then the question is, oh, you know what might happen? With 1,000 marbles, if they're in a big enough clump, they might push themselves over the edge and jump down into here. That might be it. But that's probably a misplaced piece. Yep, see that? See that? Yep, there it is. There it is. The skip chance. There's a skip chance. Ooh, Decimate. Head snap. Oh, Thirsty 5. Ooh, Thirsty 5 caught it. Thirsty 5 caught it. And Thirsty 5. Oh, Skyman gets ahead out of nowhere. Skyman takes the victory. Thirsty 5 in second. Everyone else trapped, doomed. Detutse dead. Maureen. What's Maureen doing? Maureen. How did you... Oh. All the players moving out of the booster. Vortex over trying to get through in first place. To Tuesday trying to lead the pack with Marty Artie. Looks like it's going to be Go Teach and Thirsty 5 trying to get themselves in the bounce out of the back wall and get ahead in the competition. Go Teach trying to get ahead, but they've collided with the other players, and it looks like Tuesday is going to try to take the lead as make it down the center of the vortex over through the corner. Third, Desmond Jersey coming down second. Kurosawa in third. It's going to be Iron McFly coming around in fourth place. Zeki Bows leading the peloton in fifth place with Go Teach caught up in that middle. Blue Girl bringing up the rear in last place as they all make their way down in the center of the center rating vortex over. Who's going to be able to get through in first place? It looks like it's going to be Tuesday, the test marble of test marbles, make their way through on the right hand side as they make their way down into Wing Chun Dodo. It looks like they stumble a little bit there. Kurosawa going to go straight through with a good boost off the second Wing Chun Dodo as they go to the exit. And Kurosawa is already off to a good start, boosting away towards the center, trying to go for the skipjack. Is Kira going to get it? Yes, they do. And Kira is getting the skipjack right into the center line. Dejutsu going down the stairs. They go down to the level with Steve. And it looks like Kira, gets stopped by the pin though. And Dejutsu not able to get through the opening on this level with Steve. So it looks like Kira's going to have a lead, but not by much. As the other players continue to try to catch up from behind. All the players coming down that level to Steve. And it looks like it's going to be Kurosawa trying to get through the pins on the right hand side. They've lost a little bit. 35 coming from behind. In second place trying to get ahead. And it looks like they've missed the pins and they're going to close the gap on Kurosawa as they go down to the open pan with those cubes. So Kira trying to hold first place. They go through on the left-hand side as they hit the cubes and they bounce off the right-hand side, keeping everything under control. 35 are going to hit the cube as well, but not going to be stopped either. Both players missed the opening, though, and they're going to have to go down to the slow lane into the ramming pins, and it looks like they're going to have to be careful as they make their way down into these boosters. Oh, Kurosawa gets stopped. 35 on the left-hand side, but they've missed the booster. Kira gets the booster in the center line, and Kira going to try to retake first place as 35 hits the next booster. Down past the radar scanner and into the helix on the right-hand side. Kurosawa, beautiful boost. 35 going to fall a little bit further behind in second place. The other players still trying to get through on those ramming pins. Federer Asper getting down across the radar scanner down into the helix as well. The other players not get across those pins, and it is going to be Kurosawa trying to hold first place ahead of 35 as they battle their way through the Wing Chun Dodo. He's trying to get down the Master. But 35 gets a good break on the left-hand side, trying to get around as they go down into the center of these cubes, and it looks like they're going to be leaving Kurosawa in the dust, but Kurosawa now cheating ahead on the right-hand side, trying to get back with a little bit more momentum, but they're caught up in the middle one more time as 35 makes their way down through the Jiminy Sticks in first place and gets the way through on these pins. Looks like Kurosawa trying to hold second. It looks like Dejutsu still trying to be competitive in third place on the left-hand side with Agent closing the gap on the right-hand side. Patient Koi is coming up from behind with that beautiful UFO. And Thirsty 5 caught on the pin on the right side. Kurosaka going to take the opportunity to overtake as they go down the pin with the perfect timing and make their way down into the next section, trying to avoid these pins and keep everything under control. Can Kurosaka? No, they get caught up, and here comes, I do believe, Thirsty 5 overtaking back into first place on the right-hand side to make their way down towards that exit. And Thirsty 5 is going to take the lead as they go ahead of Kurosaka into the pan in the wrong direction, but this is where things are going to get a little mixed up. Agent coming out in third place, Deduce in fourth place, 4x4, and Patient Koi is all trying to get through with Corita as well at the top of the peloton there as they go into the open pan. Kurosaka tries to collide with Thirsty 5, but Thirsty 5 jukes him out as they go through the right-hand side, but it looks like they're going to miss the exit on the open pan, and Kurosaka going to try to retake first place. They go through on the right-hand side down to the blaster strip, but they've hit the center, and the players in the go on the left or right-hand side are going to have a chance to overtake. Oh my goodness, Thirsty 5 goes on the left-hand side, gets around the pins, but goes right back into the center of the blaster strip, so they're going to have a lead, but not by much. Agent coming up on the right-hand side, trying to overtake the other two players. They got a better line on the outside of the blaster strip, trying to avoid the pins, and it looks like Agent's got the line getting ahead in first place. They go down in the center, trying to get the elevator to finish out this race, and will Agent actually be able to do it, or will they get caught up at the top of the center rotating vortex orbiter? Thirsty 5 coming down in second. It's going to be Kurosaka third, Deduce in fourth place. All the players catching up in the blaster strip as they're trying to get through on the left and right-hand sides, and Agent coming up to the top of the elevator, looking to get down into the divide. Looks like they're going off to the right-hand side, which might be better or might be worse. I'm not quite sure. We're going to find out in just a moment. Thirsty 5 comes to the top of the elevator in second. Kira trying to get through in third, and Marty already in fourth place. All players trying to retake first place, but Agent's already got a pretty good lead as they come to the center rotating vortex orbiter. Oh, but it looks like Agent is going to get a bad lead coming up on the right-hand side. With that line, Kira going to left-hand side, Marty to the top, and we're going to see which of these lines is best. Kira's going in the opposite direction rotation, Marty to the right-hand side. All players go down. It looks like the going left is the best way to go as Kira already gets out of the bottom of the line and finish it out. And Kira is going to take the victory in first place, getting the lucky line on the left-hand side to get in the counter direction of rotation and get down in the center of the studded rotating vortex over. Thirsty 5 finally get down into second place. The other players still having a lot of trouble, including Deduce, get out of that studded rotating vortex over. So the players are going to be in here for quite some time, unfortunately, unless they get lucky and go through on that left-hand side. Let's find out. Oh! Booyah! Booyah! We just took a map that was forgotten about for 25 days and popped it right up to the top, baby. Whoo! This is what Thursday Flair is all about, ladies and gentlemen. A map forgotten about for an entire month since the beginning of the season. Given a second chance. What a day. So it's going to be Lugawalos trying to get through in third, and it looks like it is going to be Bubblecurry Rider. That's the first, having a lot of trouble in that starting pit. Ooh, Moriarty gets a bad collision there on the glass on the right-hand side. Is that an inappropriately connected piece, or did they just get a bad bounce as they ricocheted around the edge? I think it's just a bad ricochet. So Moriarty going to have to slow down as they go down into first place. Looks like Thirsty 5 and Lugawalos trying to catch up from behind in second place as they hit these boosters. Can Thirsty 5 get a better line? Yes, they can. So Thirsty 5, Lugawalos gets a very bad bounce. So this is going to be Thirsty 5 trying to close the gap on Moriarty, who's continuing to struggle with all of these boosters. And there goes Thirsty 5 right past Moriarty as they go around the helix on the right-hand side, trying to get down to the stretch into that windmill finish. Is Thirsty 5 going to be able to do it? Hits the next booster. It's going to be Moriarty trying to close the gap from behind as they go to the final boost. Can Moriarty get any ground on Thirsty 5, who slows down to a dead stop on the left-hand side? No, Moriarty gets a bad line as well. Thirsty 5 comes out the side of the limit to finish out first place, and Thirsty 5 going to take the victory. Looks like it's going to be Moriarty in second place. Lugawalos coming around in third, and it looks like Bubble Kramer now trying to outrun the Wall of Death, including Elsa the First trying to outrun the Wall of Death as they go around. So Elsa the First coming up in fifth place. Bubble Kramer falls out of the map after a horrific boost launch, and it looks like Elsa the First trying to skip over this molasses strip, gets pushed off to the right-hand side, and I think they're going to be able to skip most of it. So Elsa the First going to keep their speed up and try to stay ahead of that Wall of Death with 1 minute and 38 seconds left to go. Coming up into the first helix as they go down into that first booster. Will Elsa the First be able to hold it all together with this booster, or will they be eliminated? We're going to find out in just a moment. Elsa the First hits the boost coming down into the first helix. Gets a horrific dead stop right on the first bend. So Elsa the First is going nowhere. 1 minute, 21 seconds left to go. And the Wall of Death slowly creeping his way on the track. So Elsa the First has got to hurry. If he does not get through this octagon helix fast enough, that Wall of Death is going to cut him off on the back end. Elsa the First, gets another bad bounce. Wall of Death coming up to close off the octagon. And I don't think Elsa the First has it to get through. They're going too slow in the wrong direction. The Wall of Death slowly making its way on the right hand side. Can Elsa burst the way through? It's going to be a close one. Elsa going on the right hand side. Tries to hit the boost. Gets through. Comes around the helix. He's still alive and still going at it. Elsa the First stumbles again. The Wall of Death coming up the left-hand side. It's going to be right on his heels as Elsa comes around the back of the left-hand side. He's still going, ladies and gentlemen. It's the boost of the final helix as he comes around on the left-hand side, looking to finish out first place. And Elsa the First, cheating death by the skin of his teeth, crosses the line and finishes out in fourth place with 40 seconds left to spare. Holy shit. Oh, what a race. Oh, my goodness.